As a high school educator of more than 10 years, I'm always looking at different and more innovative ways of actually bringing the content across to my learners. Now, with the recent pandemic that we had, we saw a major push to get everything online, from teaching to learning and everything else in between. Now, mind you, the technology has been there for a while, but it's always faced a lot of resistance until recently. Now, because I always try to bring my lessons across in a fun, interactive, insightful way, I found that I might need a little bit of help. And that help has come in the form of a piece of software, in fact, a software package by the name of iSpring software. This is basically e-learning authoring software, and it was developed by a few software engineers in a company called iSpring. Now, when I look at their website, we've seen that they've been around since 2001, and the whole goal behind this company is to build reliable software that people love to use. At the moment, they have around 59,000 clients all around the world, and 198 of these clients are from Fortune 500 companies. They've also been consistently recognized as industry experts in the learning management software field. So what I found on their website is that this software actually allows you to create quizzes, e-learning content, interactive presentations, video lectures, and to actually take this and publish this online as real e-learning content, or to a learning management software platform, or even to your YouTube channel. And get this, it's all done right here from the comfort of your PowerPoint software.
Yes, please.
While all this sounds fantastic on the website, we need to go and take a practical look at the software. And for this reason, iSpring has sent me their software and given me access so that I can really do a behind the scenes look at what the software does, how it functions, how it can help me create e-learning content. So without talking too much, let's get started. Right, so here we are at the iSpringSolutions.com site, and we're looking at our iSpring Suite 11. So let's just have a look at what we actually find here. And they're giving us a video, just a overview of the authoring toolkit that I'm going to be checking out and reviewing, and then they give us a few samples. So if here you'll see they're mentioning to us, and as I mentioned at the beginning about PowerPoint, it comes up as a tab inside your PowerPoint software. They've got a content library of over 89,000 royalty-free course templates, characters, real life and animated, it seems there. They've got slide templates, character photos, locations, icons, objects, and it works perfectly with over 150 popular learning management software platforms. You can have collaboration as well, live customer 24/7 support via phone and chat. If you don't want to purchase the software, you can actually just go up here and click on download for free. I think that's going to give you a 14-day free trial. So let's see, once I've downloaded this, what it actually looks like. Right, so now let's go into our iSpring Suite 11, and now that you are going to start playing around with it, one of the first things I wanted to look at is the quiz. So how to create a quiz. You can see all I've done is just open that, click on quiz, and I can choose which one I want. So I'm going to go with a graded quiz. That should then open up the software. I can check out a video tutorial, the community, the knowledge base, anything I want to over there. And then I've got this layout. So here you can see this is what everything is going to be looking like. I've got some options, and they just give me some menus over here as well. So I can look at the form view or the slide view. Under the home tab, you can see I've got questions, I've got info slide, question group. I can add an introduction, I can import questions. So let's just start with an introduction, basic one. I see I've got 3 options. Let's just use the first one. And you can see here on top, it's giving me this title here, welcome to the quiz, and I can pop in the quiz title. So let's just say computer basics quiz. Okay, and then it'll just be the start button to proceed. You can put in, instructions here if you want to. Add a sound here if we want to add as well. So if we want to add some music. Now, you'll see over here, I can't preview anything yet. Okay, so let's see what happens. That's my intro. Let's go to question group 1. The quiz has no questions, so let's go up to the top here And you can see I've got a number of different options. So again, depending on what type of quiz you want to do with your kids, or for whatever you are trying to put together, you've got different options. This is beautiful. I love this. Okay, so I'm going to go with a simple multiple choice. And you can see here I can pop in my questions. I can even add in a picture if I want to. I can see here I can add in a video. And then over here under my choices, I can decide how many choices I want. I need to also indicate the correct one. So we know that's the motherboard, so I'm going to click that over there. That'll then be the correct option. I'm seeing here as well I can actually add in pictures for these relevant choices. Okay, so it seems you can just add even more. And then at the bottom, the feedback. So if they choose the correct answer, what's going to happen? So here I can go and type in, and then what must happen. So if it's the last question, I'm obviously going to choose finish the quiz, but if it's not, I'm just going to go with next slide. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back. And now you can see this published section is now open. Okay, it's now active. So I'm going to go with preview just to see what everything looks like. And there you can see, welcome to the quiz, Computer Basics quiz. Click the start quiz button to proceed. Start quiz, and there you can see what is the main circuit board of a computer called. If I click motherboard, nothing happens until I click submit. There we go, correct. That's right, you chose the correct response. And then we can say view results, and there you can see once they've finished with this, you can give them an immediate feedback in terms of you passed, you failed, whatever the case is. And we can close it, and it takes us back here. Now obviously I can see I can do a lot more. I can add groupings as well. So the first group might be a certain section inside of that Computer Basics. Group 2 could be another section inside there. There's a lot that I can do. Copy, paste, those type of things. Or what I can insert as well. I can insert symbols, videos, picture, all these type of things. There's just a lot a lot that I can do. On the right here I can even limit the time to answer the question. So if I want to set up a 20-minute question and give them 1 minute for 15 questions, 1 minute per question, then that's what I can do, and I can indicate that over there. Let's just see when I go preview what's gonna happen. And let's go, here's my quiz. There you go. So you've got a little timer there as well. Oh man, this is lovely. If I'm not too sure about things, what can I do? I can go and check out a tutorial. I can get feedback. I can ask the community as well, and you'll see what happens is when I click on tutorials, it's taking me to the site over here, and here it's showing me all the different videos relating to what I might have questions over. Let's now have a look at screencasts. You can see I can record a screencast. I can create a project. Let's go with record a screencast and just see what some of the options are that we have available to us. Okay, so there on the screen, the first thing I'm getting is the size of my screencast. And you can see here, am I only having the screen? Am I having a camera as well? Or am I having the screen and camera? Recording area, I can say full screen, and you can see how that changes. Or if I'm looking to record an application itself, whatever the case is, they want to know which monitor, and then the dimensions as well, and then which microphone you'll be using. Okay, you can mute that. And then we've got a couple of extra settings over here, just showing us I can pause, stop, discard the recording. So let's click record. And there you can see, press F10 to stop recording. Here you can now see I'm busy recording, so I'm going to go, for example, into that over there. I'm just going to open up that folder, and I'm just going to make an example to say, well, here we go into our documents folder, and I'm then going to close that, and maybe just move this over there, and then I should be done with my recording. That's then complete, and you can see what then happens is it tells me my recording is complete. It brings up a new project, and I'm just going to say continue. And here you can see it opens up in its own little editor I can then change things. I can format. I can remove noise, add a border. Wow, guys. These are a lot of options that I've got. Again, I can add pictures, text, shapes, transition effects if I'm recording a few clips. So you'll see if I press play over there, you can see what it looks like. Yeah, this is awesome, man. And it even highlights my mouse. So that's great. That's your screencasting. You're going to be recording obviously what you are doing on the PC, whether you're going through a tutorial, whatever it is. Maybe you're even going through some slides and you want to record the whole process. Obviously you can do it and then edit it once you are done as well. Okay, so what we now have left are the courses and role plays that I want to go through. And with our courses, you can see it's just create a new course, and with our role play, the same applies. So let's go and create a new course. And what it's actually going to do is it's going to open up PowerPoint. It's going to take me straight to that new tab, which is iSpring Suite 11. And you'll see I have a wide variety of options and categories here. So starting from the left, I've got the narration section where I can record audio. I can manage a narration. I can record video if I want to have a slide, where I'm actually narrating that slide or explaining that slide. I've got a number of options that I can insert, like a quiz, an interaction, a role play. Now remember, I can create these and then I can actually put a link to it in here. I can do screen recording, YouTube links, web objects. Have a look at what happens when I click on my content library. Remember, we spoke about that content library earlier. So when I click on that, now it links up with iSpring, and there I've got a content library of a number of different templates. So let's see what I can choose. Let's go with this one over here, and I'm going to say insert, and you can see it's now going to download that template for me. Okay, so now I can delete my main slide, and here is my template. Okay, so now I want to put in a person as well. I can click on characters, and that'll take me to the content library once again. And this is where it gets interesting, because we think it's just sort of these faces, real life and animated, but I can actually go and customize what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a picture of a male, about 25 to 40, casual clothing. I want him to be a Caucasian, and I want him to be talking. Okay, do you see how I filtered that through? And have a look at all the different options I have. So I'm going to go with this guy over here, and I'm going to say insert, and you'll see there in PNG format already. And again, I can go and cut. I can customize this as I need to. Let's just resize it so it's fits nicely in there. Okay, so I've got him over here. Here I've got my template. I can even pop in a background, and again that should be taking me to my content library as far as I understand. Yes, and again there I've got a number of different backgrounds to choose from. Sure, some awesome pictures over there. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to close that. I've got icons that I can bring in as well. And again, that's going to take me to my content library. So the content library here now plays a huge role. So let's go with navigation. Let's just click on navigation. Then we're going to go insert. And you'll see then I'll have that. And I can decide where I want that to be. So I can put previous over here. And I can put next over there. I can also change the wording. Up here you can see another tab opens. The normal tabs that I have when it comes to my formatting of shapes and pictures. Okay, so now I've inserted all of that, and I'm just going to, let's just say, copy and paste all of them, and I'm just going to, in this one, delete him. In this one I'm going to delete that button, and at the end I'm going to delete that one. Okay, so I've now just put in a few basic items, my presentation, obviously I can go and customize that. I can preview it over here. So if I click on preview, as I did with the quiz, we can see then it's now processing the slide and item. And here I can go and have a look at what my course looks like. So yeah, I can click next, 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 and see, okay, so that's my course. All right, again, I can check it out in terms of each device that it is going to be on to see exactly how it's going to display. So you'll see now what will happen is if I want to insert any of these, if I click on quiz, what's going to happen is going to take me to the very screen that I had when I went to the iSpring suite and clicked on quiz. Okay, obviously if I've created a quiz, I can click on it. I can find that particular quiz. I didn't create one, but if I did, it would be listed here. Otherwise, I can go and create a graded quiz. And for the purpose of this, I'm just going to throw in one question. Doesn't matter what I type, really. And I'm just going to say save and return to course. So let's see what this looks like now, because now I've created one multiple choice question and I've wanted to insert that quiz over there. So there you can see it now takes over that. So what's going to happen now is when I go preview and it processes everything, this now includes the quiz. Now we can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to maximize that. I'm going to click on next, and you can see it takes me directly into my quiz. I can say submit. Okay, view results. So it'll still give me everything I had in the quiz. When I go next, it goes back to the presentation. So I can actually do the same if on a particular slide I want the learners to do a full quiz. I can go and create the quiz if I want to first and then insert it, or I can create everything within this platform. It's just that simple to actually build, exceptional content with everything that you actually have in front of you. And now we move on to the last section that I'm going to be checking out, and that is role plays. Okay, so you can see I'm just in my iSpring suite and I'm just going to click on create. Okay, so from the top we've got our new scene, we've got library, we've got properties. Now remember, when it comes to a role play, you're going to have to set the scene. You're going to have to say what needs to be there. So let's click on new scene, and we've got content, we've got images, and we've got properties. So let's go and choose a new character, and let's go and choose this individual over here. And you can see I can even choose the emotion. So let's go with a smiling face. Let's click close. What do we want the character to say? How can I help you? Character emotion, then we can add replies or add a message. Let's just click over here to preview the scene. So we can see what it looks like. Hi there, my name is John. How can I help you? Okay, and I can go finish. Let's see if I add a reply. You can see I can say set starting, and I can also delete the scene. So let's go and preview the scene again. And there you can see this is our role play. So we can be using this individual. He can maybe be at a call center and he would be answering the phone, hi there, my name is John, how can I help you? We can then decide what our response would be. Now, bear in mind, the whole idea here is that if the person clicks yes, they must be taken to a different scene, with different options. So you're going to create multiple scenes like this and link them together. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to have my scene, and let's just see. I'm just going to close that. So there you can see is my scene. So now let's say I want to create a new scene, and let's keep that one as normal. Hi, I am Jane from customer care. How may I be of assistance? Just going to see what that looks like. Again, I'm just doing the absolute basics. click finish, click close, and now you can see that one has number 1 on it. This one has number 2. Okay, so if I go into that, you can see I just double click there and I say play, and I have a look at that. When I click yes, let's see what happens. Okay, nothing happens yet because I haven't put a link on that. So I need to, I can set the scene color as well. So here you can see on the side, yes, I would like someone to speak. We're gonna drag to link, so I'm gonna link it to this particular scene. So let's go back. There's my opening scene, and when I click on yes, I'd like to speak to someone in customer care, you see what it does? It goes to the next one. Okay, so this is basically my sort of design view over here, and I can pop the different scenes. I can create all those different scenes and then decide how I'm going to link it. If people click no, I need no help, there should be a link to another scene. You can see I've done that, and here I can pop in whatever I want to, so that'll be there, and then I can continue the process depending on the particular role play. Folks, you know what, all I can say is this is a very nice piece of software, and if you're going to be doing anything, let me just open it here again, anything along the lines of PowerPoint presentations where you want to turn those into courses, you want to create quizzes within your PowerPoint, role plays, screencasts, anything like that. Really, this is the very first time I've played around with this software, and I know there are free versions like this, but it's not going to give you all the packed features that we find here. Definitely worth the cost as well. So that's all from me. I hope this gives you a nice, clear, in-depth look at the software itself and how it can help you.